Hey guys, and welcome back to A&J Education YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing teaching as a career, the pros and cons, and what you might need to know if you're thinking of becoming a teacher. So if you're looking to get into teaching, keep watching because we're going to be having a very interesting conversation. All right, guys, well, we have a very special guest, my colleague from A&J Education, Frederic. Hi, Frederic.
Hello.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Frederic and I are both teachers. We both work with young people, but unlike me, my path into teaching, working with young people, was almost accidental. But Frederic here, you decided quite early on in your life that you wanted to be a teacher. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I actually, funny you say that, because I was looking in my portfolio when you're, maybe in year 2 or year 3 and something like that. And it was a plan of my life and what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be a teacher. So that was something I just knew from a very young age I wanted to do. Yes.
Wow, and so you knew you wanted to be a teacher, but there is more than one route to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So using my example, I've sort of stumbled on it. I don't have a professional training as teacher, just a lot of experience, books, etc. But you went to university, you're currently studying. So did you ever consider getting into teaching without going down the university route?
So I think that for me became an option as I was in university, because I realized that maybe the university which I was going to, that was maybe 4 years ago, was very traditional. And I think it was hard for me to focus at school. It was hard for me to just even go to class and finish my work. It was just quite a lot for me. So from there, I decided to maybe try another path. And I think life just bring me back to teaching in other ways. So tutoring actually became my vocation by accident, which I am absolutely passionate about. There are different advantages to tutoring than there is to teaching, which is, where I'm now. Yeah.
And Frederic, so how does one become a professional teacher, such as yourself? So what is the pathway?
So for me, I started to work with children from a very young age. I started by just babysitting, which I think is quite an easy pathway, but actually it gives you a lot of interaction with children. You understand them well.
It's a lot of responsibility for a young person.
Yes, it's a lot of responsibility, and also it just gives you a lot of experiences. And then from babysitting, I actually started a nanny job, and I traveled as a nanny for 3 years. Then I nannied for another family for another 2 years, and that really gave me great insight of what it is to work with children and their development. And I started to really just realize that this is what I wanted to do, work with children in general. So after nannying was just maybe lacking a little bit of challenges for me. So I decided to go back to school and studying psychology. And just continuing learning about children development, listening to podcasts, just watching a lot of documentaries and shows about, children development. And I mean, I don't say, what I'm saying is not to watch documentaries to become a teacher or a tutor, but just to inform yourself as much as you can, because getting into teaching or tuition is more than just going to school and learning how to do it. It's so much more practical than that, I think.
Yeah, and every student is different, right? And students, all young people going through changes in, their lives, and this can affect their performance in school and relationships and, other things. So it sounds like, if I'm understanding correctly, what you're saying, yes, get the theoretical background, but also don't just rely on the theory.
Definitely. I think that was a bit of the surprise for me when I studied psychology, to be a teacher at school. I arrived in the class. And
at university?
At university, exactly. So when I did my internship at university, it was all on paper. You study history, you study, how to teach, and then you plan and everything, and you arrive in the class, and actually you just get surprised by, oops, a little question that pops up and like that you didn't anticipate. And challenges are so different when you're in contact with the children than just in the books, definitely.
No, that makes sense. And Frederic, so you work, we work together on on some of A&J Education students. You have other students as well. You've now been doing it for some time. So what would you say are pros and cons of teaching as a career that you're finding? Because it's not an easy job.
For me, definitely an advantage is just working with people. I work a lot. I just work so much with people. I work a lot with young people, and I think this is the most beautiful advantage of it, because you teach someone, they learn with you. You see the progress. There's nothing like that, I think. And if you bring learning in a fun and enthusiastic way, it can become actually just very, very rewarding for you and for the children or the adult even, because in my case I teach French as well to grown-ups, so you see them getting better and better, and it's like, okay, well, I was part of that. So
that's the good stuff. What about the bad stuff?
I mean, in my case, tutoring, it can be precarious. Sometimes you're going to work so much, when it's time for exams or when school starts again, you work a lot, it's great. And then the holidays arrive and then it's dead. Everyone leaves, everyone goes on holiday, children wants to relax, so do, everyone just wants to relax. So then you have a bit of you have less work. So it's very precarious. So that would definitely be for me one of the biggest challenge.
Yeah. So it's a cyclicality of tutoring.
Yes.
Yeah. What you're going to. And in terms of your colleagues, your friends who work in, as full-time teachers at schools, what are they saying? Because they have different set of challenges, right? They don't have the cyclicality, but they still have, a lot of burnout and stress. It's and we're hearing more and more about these issues. Why do you think that's happening?
Well, I think even for myself, when I started to do my internships at university, when I used to study to be a teacher, this is kind of when it hit me a little bit. I arrived in the school, and then you have 30 children in your class, which is so many children, and you're trying your best to help them. But like you said, they have different background, different realities, and things happening at home, and you can't help every child. The advantage, I think, in the UK is that you also have a teacher assistant. We don't back in Canada, so you have very, very big classes. You don't have many resources. I think it can be exhausting sometimes. It can be very, very tiring. Yes, you have the holidays, but your work doesn't stop when the timer goes off. So
the marking and the
yes, exactly. So I think it's like very, very, very much time consuming, and that is, I think, one of the reasons why I decided to go in another direction.
Pivot into tutoring. Great. Well, guys, if you're considering teaching, I hope this video answered a couple of your questions. As ever, remember that you can reach me on Twitter. That's the best way to ask a question if you're thinking about it. But for now, please join me in thanking Frederic. Frederic, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you, and thanks for sharing your candid experiences. So guys, all the best. Do remember to sign up for our newsletter, the link below, where I send an email every 2 weeks with the latest tips and tricks on university admissions, education, CV building events that you can benefit from. And see you next time. Take care.